Hello. My name is Charles Webster Baer, and today is December 29, 2024, and I'm in Redmond, Oregon, USA. And I'm running for President of the United States of America in 2028 and 2032. So please vote for me. Thank you very much. I'm a libertarian, which means I'm for less government, which means that if I was president of America, I'd make it a law that the budget would have to be less than the previous budget by at least 1%. And that would shrink the government every year until we're out of debt. And that would be the best and fast and easiest way to get out of debt. And if Congress can't do that on time, they'll be fired and replaced, and the budget will automatically be reduced by 2% and be just like the last year's budget, only 2% less on everything. Because I'm a libertarian and I'm for less government, and I believe that as long as we're in debt, we need to get out of debt as quickly as possible, and this is the best way to do it. It's important to keep the dollar strong, and the best way to keep the dollar strong is to get out of debt, in my opinion. So that's what I do if I'm elected President of the United States of America in 2028. So please vote for me, Charles Webster Baer, for President of the USA in 2028 and 2032. Thank you very much. I'm a libertarian, I'm for less government, and that's what I mean by less government. While we're on the subject of money and finance, I'd like to tell you about my crypto. It's called FOGG, PHOGGG, and it's totally transparent, and it's fair. So I believe that my crypto, FOGG, is the best crypto because it's transparent, which means it's clean, and it's fair, which means it has a roof and a floor. It's transparent because every unit of currency of FOGG can be accounted for immediately by everybody online. So everybody knows where every unit of FOGG currency is all the time, including the entire history of that unit of currency. So there's no corruption, tax evasion, or any other financial shenanigans going on. So it's transparent, which means it's clean, which makes it the best money out there, and eventually the only money out there, because everybody wants to put their money in the best money, and FOGG's the best money, in my opinion. It's also fair because there's a floor and a ceiling. The ceiling is 1 trillion American dollars. You can't have more than that because then you've got too much money. And the floor, well, that's enough money for you to purchase food and water so you don't die. And the ceiling will always be coming down quickly, and the floor will always be going up slowly. So this makes it fair. And it's important for money to be fair and clean, because otherwise people lose faith in the monetary system. And if that happens, then things start going sideways and all sorts of shenanigans occur, and nobody wants that to happen. So let me tell you a little bit about myself. My name is Charles Webster Baer. I'm 55 years old. I don't have any kids. I'm single, I'm straight, never been married. I'm Buddhist, which means that I think that if the universe does not exist, then you are the soul. So now you've got something to think about for a few weeks. And I was born and raised in Santa Cruz, California. And I was relocated to Oklahoma City twice because I'm a Cherokee Indian. And I went to high school in Newport, Rhode Island. And in 1994, I graduated from the University of Hawaii at Hilo on the Big Island and moved to, in 1995, I moved to Santa Fe, New Mexico. And in 1999, I moved to Portland, Oregon, and I'm still in Oregon, Redmond, Oregon. And in the year 2000, I created GIG, Global Internet Government, which is a world government. And we'll talk more about that later on in the video. Then in 2007, I moved to Bend, Oregon, and in 2014, I moved to China for 3 years, which was awesome. And, you know, I'd move back there in a second if I could, permanently. And then in 2019, I moved to Redmond, Oregon, and I'm still here in Redmond. That's me. Pleased to meet you. So I'm a depopulationist. And depopulationism means that it's illegal for humans to reproduce a second time for the first few centuries of this millennium. And I've been a depopulationist since 1985. Depopulationism began in China in 1979, and it was called the one-child policy. So depopulationism is my number one agenda forever. So it would also be my number one agenda if I was elected president of the United States of America. And depopulationism is, in my opinion, the only way for humans to survive on this planet. Depopulationists want to create a decline in the number of people on the planet because we feel it's illegal to kill the planet. And we feel that killing the planet is wrong and crazy and evil, but it's also illegal. And the only legitimate governments out there are the governments that enforce this law. And the law is, don't kill Earth. And the law is depopulationism. And if you're unaware of that, then you haven't really been paying attention, because it's been there for 40-something years, since 1979. Yeah. So depopulationists are part of the solution, and non-depopulationists, the majority of people, are part of the problem. And we need to fix the problem quickly. And that's why I created Global Internet Government, to help promote depopulationism. Yeah. So we need to reduce the number of people on Earth until the number of people on Earth arrives at a sustainable level. And nobody knows what that number is, so we just need to play it safe and start going in the correct direction, which is down, and future generations will take it from there. But we need to do our part and start heading in the correct direction and do a U-turn and stop going up and start going down. And depopulationism is really the only fair and logical and rational way to accomplish that task. So if you are a depopulationist, good for you. Since when? And if you're not, you need to think this over rather quickly. And if you've had a bunch of kids already, that's okay. You can still become a depopulationist even if you've had a lot of kids, because people can change and evolve and improve and get better and smarter and not admit that they made a mistake per se, but that they've realized that things are changing rapidly, and as a species we need to adapt and adjust accordingly. So that's depopulationism. And I could talk about that for a long time, and I probably will, because I need to make sure we're on the same page here, because this is really the only relevant topic out there. This is really the only important issue that exists for the rest of our lives. And so it's important that we all, A, understand what the deal is, and B, agree upon what the solution is, and C, take steps in the right direction to remedy the situation. And depopulationism is a word, and I don't know who invented this word, depopulationism, and I don't care. If no one wants to take credit for it, I'll take credit for it. I started using the word in 2019. I'm not saying I invented it, but I am saying that if nobody else wants to say they invented it, then I will say I invented it. But anyway, that's not the point. The point is, what does depopulationism mean? What's the definition? And the definition is, as I've already explained, it's illegal for a human being to reproduce a second time for the first few centuries of this millennium. That's the definition of depopulationism. It's illegal to kill the planet. It's illegal to threaten the planet. It's illegal to put the environment at risk. It's illegal to destroy the environment. And this is the law, and this is really the only real big law. And we need to enforce this law. Otherwise, we're in big trouble. We're probably in big trouble anyway right now. But anyway, only governments that are legitimate enforce this law. And right now, the only legitimate government is global internet government, because it's the only government that enforces this law. China had a legitimate government all the way up until 2016, when they stopped doing this. So GIG is global internet government. It's my world government. It believes in freedom online and offline, freedom of speech online and offline, freedom of the press online and offline, democracy online and offline. So you can use GIG to vote, to advocate, to learn more about what your government's doing, because it's totally transparent, fiscally and otherwise. And that's GIG. It's the future of the world media. And so that's my video. I hope you liked it. I'll be making more videos in 2025, much longer videos. But have a great day, have a great year, and please vote for me, Charles Webster Baer, for President of the United States of America in 2028 and 2032. I'm a libertarian, I'm for less government, and I'm a depopulationist first. And so have a nice day and peace.